So in about a couple of hours time, this road gets mega packed. This bit does anyway, definitely. Because it's the school. Now I'm curious, there's somebody walking there. They're walking my the opposite to me. You do know there's a path right here. That is strange. Why, when there's a path right here, would you choose to walk on the road? I do not understand that. Actually, just double checking my camera, that actually does show, doesn't it? I find that quite weird. That gets renovated all the time. Hospice? Yeah, I find that quite strange. Why, when there's this well-established path, would you, well, for one, not even walk on the banking, but walk on the road? And I know it's 6:35 in the morning, but yeah, even when you're a bit tired, you can still be like, what are you doing? And I normally set off at 6:15. I for once set off at 6:28. So I was kind of like, oh, let's see where I get to work. Let's see where I get to by like 6:45, because I start at 7. So I have the scenario where I'm working today, 7 till 2:45. Then doing 11:15 till 7 tomorrow. Yeah, and then I'm off Friday. And then Saturday I'm on an early. Kind of glad I'm on an early on Saturday, because people get desperate. Then Sunday I'm off. So I haven't really decided on whether I want to do something on Sunday or not, in terms of a little day out or not. It's down there. Alright, yeah. I ain't decided yet. Also, when it came to May, the 2 days off, when it comes to the days, so I've got days off in May, where it's like 2 days off working, then another 2 days off. And I was kind of like saying to my parents, I might just do like a one-nighter on this day. But it turns out like one of the days you wouldn't really be functional, and in the other set of 2 days it wouldn't be functional because of holiday purposes. And I forgot this road is going to start getting busy. I mean, trust me, it's not even 20 to 7 yet, and it will get bad. Because it does tend to do so quite early. I think that guy just beeped his horn as well in his car. So we had the situation with Yorkshire Water yesterday. Like, I got up, so yesterday morning there was no water at all. So like for the full day there was no water. And it's obliged that if you have no water for more than 6 hours in the house, Yorkshire Water must send you water in the form of like either a bottled water or through it's like a storage thing for like outside your house. Like, you just have to do that. But no, they didn't even want to tell anyone that there was a problem. Normally if there's a problem, they're like, oh right, there's actually a problem, getting in touch with people. They didn't really seem that arsed about the problem. They were like, oh right, there's a water problem. but we're not asked about telling anyone that there is a problem. We're just going to let people figure it out for themselves. And yeah, it was just pretty much a failure, really. Like, because like do you know, I have asthma, right? So my family put on the fact of me being vulnerable, and there's certainly times where I can be, not all the time, but can be, and playing on that card, really, and rightly so, because I've always had asthma. I've always had, like, I don't know, social things, like social situations, like for example, because there was no water, I kept needing to go to the toilet a few times, but they couldn't flush the toilet because there was no water. So they weren't even like offering, like, oh, do you want to stay in a B&B until where there is water to then compensate for like when you do have it then. They didn't really seem that arsed. And actually, previously on the Yorkshire water situation, I should have, well, from according to my parents, been on what's called a high priority list. Basically, if you have like a medical condition, you're put on a high priority list. But basically, Yorkshire Water didn't get the memo, or basically couldn't be asked, I'm saying the second one, in adding me to this list of high priority. Well, anyway, now they have added me, because they are stupid. I think you might have to be autistic to understand that, I'm not sure. Yeah, I've had it been out of that list. You know, whenever there's a dumb decision or a stupid decision that's so damn right obvious, I always say, I think you might have to be autistic to understand that. Or you might have to have a brain condition to understand that, I'm not sure. 6:41 and I've just made it to here. And I'm walking pretty quickly because I had a little bit of a nap from having breakfast, so I just got the coat, got the duvet out, and then brought the stool out. Oh, am I going to cross? Yes, I am. And then just made myself comfortable. And then I realised with my alarm it went off at 6:30, and I ended up just I'm like, shit, I need to set off now because I start at 7, but thankfully I don't have to commute to Bradford or Leeds or whatever. I'm literally just walking to Morrison's, and when I put my mind to it, I can walk quicker. And my mum was like, well, you know, the dogs are not going to have a walk until both me and my dad get home. And I was like, well, they had a very good walk yesterday morning, followed by the previous morning. So I can't, that it always is, isn't it? There always is. They had a really good walk. Then they were really, really rested when I was at home. And then me and my dad took them for a pretty good walk together. And then they started to get a bit ratty, and then I took her out again for half an hour or so. What the hell's going on here? You kind of know when people are doing laps that oh, don't just stop there. It's a Peugeot van. Where are you going? We're not in France, buddy. I know it's early, but bloody hell. So it's a Peugeot, and it's a dumb delivery driver or whatever. What are you we're not in France. We're in England. What are you doing? I am filming you right now being an absolute dick. Anyway, thanks for watching for now, and goodbye. That was funny.